Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Are you happy with your spouse? Are you happy, after, let's say, when you come back from work, are you happy to go home? Do you feel like your home is a place of where you can, rest and have some sort of comfort? Or do you really hate going to your home because every time you go to your home, time for quarrels and fights with the spouse, so you just want to avoid going home at all? Are you happy or not? Are you complaining? Why do we have lots of divorce happening in our Muslim community nowadays? Not only amongst non-practicing Muslims, I'm talking about lots of very practicing Muslims. Divorce happening. Why? What's going on all of us? What's going on in our homes? There are a lot of issues as Muslims that we need to deal with, but let me tell you this ayah from the Quran. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Al-Rum, ayah number 21, وَمِنْ آيَاتِهِ أَنْ خَلَقَ لَكُم مِّنْ أَنفُسِكُمْ أَزْوَاجًا. And amongst His signs is that He had created amongst you mates. لِتَسْكُنُوا إِلَيْهَا وَجَعَلَ بَيْنَكُم مَّوَدَّةً وَرَحْمَةً. Why did He create these mates? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, لِتَسْكُنُوا إِلَيْهَا, so that you may find tranquility in them. So your spouse is a mean of tranquility to yourself. And Allah Azza wa Jal calls that wife, calls that spouse, ayah min ayatillah. Wa min ayatihi. And amongst His signs, just like the Quran. When you read the Quran, you're reading ayat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Your spouse, she is ayah from ayatillah. And Allah says, لِتَسْكُنُوا إِلَيْهَا, so that you may dwell in tranquility. You should feel tranquil when you go home, when you are with your spouse. وَجَعَلَ بَيْنَكُمْ مَوَدَّةً وَرَحْمَةً. And Allah says in the Quran, and here's an evidence of some who says there's no more love. Love is there. Allah says in the Quran, love is there. وَجَعَلَ بَيْنَكُمْ مَوَدَّةً وَرَحْمَةً. And He has put amongst you love and mercy. Love and mercy. Allah mentions there's mawadda and rahmah. But before you got married, a lot of us, sometimes, there's a lot of love. Those, before you get married, you used maybe to, chat with your wife or talk to her or send her messages and whatnot. But after the marriage, these kind of maybe messages and phone calls start being reduced. Why? Doesn't He love you no more? Yes? No? Love is always there, but you may be saying, then how come? Allah, that love has matured into other things. But how can we strengthen that love? How can we strengthen it? I wish I could go back to that time, the wife may say, when he used to come and take me here and take me there. We were happy. I was happy. We used to go out, eating out and doing things together and whatnot. Now we have kids, now he's busy, now he's this, now I'm that and that. And then, can we bring back that harmony that we had before? Despite the fact that we're busy and whatnot? Yes, there's so many things that one can do. Look at the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, of course. Your Prophet and my Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. To bring back that love. How did he treat Aisha? Khadija radiallahu anha wa ardaha. The most beautiful love of all, the love story, the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ with Khadija. Let me share with you in a couple of minutes something called a recipe, a magical recipe that you could use at home to empower the love between the spouse, you and your spouse. Let's look at Khadija. Here's Prophet Muhammad in this cave called Ghar Hira, Cave Hira. He's there meditating before he became a prophet, before Jibreel came down. Who used to go to that cave to give him food? Every day. Khadija, his wife. She used to go up. Those of you who've been, to Mecca, you've seen this mount, and then the Ghar Hira, which is on the top, and, to go up from the bottom to the top, it takes about 2 hours or more just to walk up. Khadija, she used to go. And she used to bring food to the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. She never complained. Then the Prophet, the story, when Jibreel came to him, when he hugged him so hard, until the Prophet was about to choke, and told him, read. The story, read. The Prophet says, Ma ana biqari, I don't know how to read. And then he hugged him again, read. Ma ana biqari, read. What should I read? Iqra bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq. And then the story again, in the Sirah. The Prophet went down running, was scared, terrified. Who is this man who came? My wife, she's the only one who knows that place. She comes to see me. This man, I'm here, I've never seen him. He comes and tells me, read. And he chokes me like I'm about to choke. He hugs me, and read. So he's really, really scared. He goes down, running down all the way. Who does he go to? He goes to his best friend, Abu Bakr. No, he goes to his other best friend, the real best friend, Khadija. Khadija, does your husband come to you when he's having problems? Issues? Or every time he comes to you, you start criticizing him and whatnot? Do you know there's 6 human needs? We call them 6 human needs. One of these human needs is something called significance. There's something called certitude. There's something called love. We all want to feel loved. We all want to feel significant, important. If your husband does not, you don't make him feel important in your home, then he will find someone who will make him feel important. Maybe those are his friends. No wonder why he likes to spend time with his friends. They make him feel important. And so is the wife. This is an example, happens, it applies for both. Prophet Muhammad goes to his wife. Look at the amazing story. This is where comes the magical recipe. He goes, cover me. She covered him. I'm sure she must have been hugging him or caressing him. And then the Prophet is telling her the story. What happened? I'm sitting here, some man came and hugged me and whatnot. So he's telling her the story. What did she do? Did she interrupt him? Sister, do you interrupt? Did she interrupt him? Did she tell him, I told you, you didn't listen? You go to that cave and I told you many times, look what happened to you. She did not. Radiallahu anha wa ardaha. She kept listening. And then when the Prophet, finished the story, then came the amazing, brilliant woman with her, golden advice or golden comfort. She's comforting the Prophet Muhammad. Kalla, she said, hey, Allah will never let you down. No harm can happen to you. Why? Now she's saying why? Why no harm can happen to you? Because you help the poor, the needy, you host the guests. And she started mentioning some of the qualities of the Prophet Muhammad, as if the Prophet does not know his qualities. He knows them, but she's reminding him, she's telling him, look, you're such a good man, no harm can happen to you. Now the Prophet is feeling less and less, maybe, there's less fear now. And then she took him, let me tell you, because the Prophet is telling to himself, I need to know what happened. So she took him to her uncle, cousin, Waraq ibn Nawfal, who told him, that man, the story is that, is a Namus, that's, Jibreel, who used to come to Musa. And now Prophet Muhammad knows what happened and he knows who that man that came down. It was all about, the work of this amazing woman, Khadija. This is the magical recipe. She heard the Prophet, she listened to him, she made him feel, she empowered him. You should do that with one another. I'm talking to both husbands and wives here. Prophet Muhammad, he never felt shy in front of everyone to say, oh Aisha, wallahi, I love you. And then Aisha will come to the Prophet Muhammad just like every wife or any wife. Do you love me? Some of you may know this, right? Do you love me? Yes, of course I do. I just told you. So Aisha, she used to tell Rasulullah, do you love me, Rasulullah? Yeah, Wallah, Aisha, she used to tell, wallahi, I love you. I swear, but I love you, Aisha. And then Aisha would say, how much? How much do you love me? How? She says, oh Aisha, I love you like the nut in a rope. A rope, there's a nut in it. That's how much I love you. And then after some time she comes back, Ya Rasulullah, how's that nut? How is it? Yani, you still love me? Don't go wrong. Don't be upset when your wife keeps telling you, you love me, you love me. They're all the same, mashallah, tabarakallah. Aisha, she used to do the same thing to her husband, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the Prophet would tell her, Aisha, it's still very tight. Yani, my love for you is still very intense. It is not wrong to tell your wife how much you love her. Cherish the love. Cherish that love is one of the sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Nourish it, cherish it. Spend time with one another. Go to events with one another. Go into the outings with one another. Do things with one another. Still, yes, cherish the love. The Prophet ﷺ, oh, there's so many stories. Having fun with Aisha, running together, exercising together, taking bath from the same vessel together. Taking bath from the same vessel together. And then the Prophet, what? They will start splashing water. And this is Muhammad ﷺ. You won't tell me, oh, I'm old for that. I'm talking to you about the Prophet when he was, over his 50s, radiallahu anhu wardah. And he would go take, from the same vessel, from the same bathtub, taking, water, washing together, and a bath together, and they playing with water together. And as if, like having a pillow fight with his wife. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. May Allah bring back the love into our homes. And if there's love there, alhamdulillah, may Allah empower it and re-energize that love between the spouses. Because your wife, your spouse, or your husband, you just don't want to have this relationship only in this dunya. You want the same husband, the same wife, the same spouse to be your spouse in Jannah. Holding hand, entering Jannah together. Ameen. May Allah make that happen, inshaAllah ta'ala. May Allah empower your marriages and strengthen your marriages, inshaAllah ta'ala. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.